Hello, Awbrey, Glen, Tommy Berg here in the golf shop, working on the simulator, and we posted a video a few weeks back on using technology to help understand your carry yardages for each club in your bag. And after that video, a few members came in and asked a few questions about how you can reduce the gaps or what to do when you have a yardage that's a tweener, that's in between two clubs. So today we will do a little follow-up video and maybe some myth busting. We'll find out. But I took my 9-iron and I labeled the grip, so full length, 1/2 inch short, 1 inch short, and 1.5 inches short. And there are generally 3 ways to reduce club speed and thus reduce the distance the ball travels with any club. One of which is to grip down and shorten the club. So we're going to test that today and see if it works. So I'm going to go ahead and hit a few shots at full length. And then I'll hit a few at a 1/2 inch short, and a few at 1 inch short, and a few at 1.5 inches short. And then you and I will go and check out the data. So let's go ahead and start with full length. So those were 3 pretty good shots. That'll give us a good starting point. I think my average with this 9-iron is 140 or thereabouts. After swinging a little bit over the winter, it's gone up a couple yards just with building muscle and repetition. So let's go ahead and now switch the club on the machine. So gripping up a 1/2 inch. I'm swinging full power, so there's not any changing of club head speed other than shortening the length of the shaft. Okay, 3 shots down with a 1/2 inch shorter, so let's go now down to 1 inch shorter. And let's see what happens. So now I'm shortening the club a little bit more. The goal with this is, by shortening the club, I'm reducing the swing arc, thus reducing the club head speed, thus reducing the distance.
So 1 inch short.
Okay, 3 shots down at 1 inch short, so let's go ahead and shorten it another 1/2 inch. And we'll see what happens. So again, I'm taking full These are full swing speed cuts here. I'm not trying to take any power out of it. So 1.5 inches shorter. Okay, that's it. We have 12 shots of data. So let's head on over to the computer and analyze. Okay, here we are at the computer, so let's go ahead and pull up that data and have a look at how these clubs compared. So looking at the 3 shots, so the green box up here, that's full length 9-iron. And you'll see that the average carry of those 3 shots was 142 yards. The first one being not perfect contact, but an average is an average. So now moving down the next block is a 1/2 inch short. So this club is theoretically supposed to go a shorter yardage. So let's take a look. Carry yardage 141 on average. So really not a big drop. I would expect my 9-iron now is in the 140 to 144 or 145 range at full length, and at 1/2 inch off looks like 140 to 142 with a 141 average. Not a big drop, not as much as I would have expected. I would have expected probably 3 or 4 yards drop at that length. And the yellow box here is 1 inch short, so looking at that, an average of 140. So essentially by shortening the club a 1/2 inch with my 9-iron, I took 1 yard off, and shortening a full inch took 2 yards off of the full 9-iron total. So now looking down at the last box, the pink box down here, this is 1.5 inches shorter. So you can see that it really takes 1.5 inches shorter club for me to take a fair amount, a 1/2 club yardage off, being in that 136 average range. So really there are 3 ways that are discussed where you can shorten the distance on a club. One is to shorten the length of the shaft, so you're gripping down. Another would be to shorten the length of the swing, so you're slowing the club head speed down because the club's not traveling as far in the arc. And really a third is to slow down your power, so to reduce the power that you're providing with each swing. So really the shortening the club doesn't have as big of an impact as I would have thought, until for me that club is 1.5 inches shorter than standard length. So if you have any questions, stop by the golf shop and holler, or post questions down below. Thank you so much, and enjoy your day.